What's up, everybody? How's it going? It has been a rocky couple of days, but we're going to live. We're going to survive. We're not going to die. I have been working fearlessly all day, because we have our managed vault, and our managed vault is a product where it's on chain. So it's on the blockchain, and we are constantly making moves in there. We manage the money. You don't have to worry about that aspect, but you also keep custody of the money. This is what we do. We've been doing this now for almost 2 years in August. So we have a nice track record going, but look at these, look at this, these bubbles. These bubbles are just absolutely horrible today. It is really, really, really ugly out there. So hopefully y'all are taking the proper precautions to set up stop losses and all this stuff. I'm going to show you what we've been doing. And we've saved, I can't tell you how many percentage points in the last few weeks by using our SSL, which I've talked about before in some of my videos. But, look at some of these big movers like Jasmine, negative 15%, Filecoin, negative 16%, Core, negative 20%, Gala, negative 14%, Jupiter, negative 19%. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. Oof, ENA, negative 18%. So these are definitely not good things. Days like these is when you absolutely have to have some proper risk management strategies in place so that you wake up and you're like, okay, I might be down, but you're not going to be down 20% in a day or 30% in a day, which has definitely happened to me. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm immune to that. No way. Some of my stop losses have hit on my leveraged trades, but I didn't get liquidated. So I still have some of my stack intact. And that's just part of momentum trading, which is, the strategy that we use here. Guys, gals, if this is your first time on the channel, subscribe, hit that like button so we attract more people. If you want to hear really, really good information on when the pros are getting in and out of this stuff, when you can start to actually create a real plan for yourself, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. So when I go live, you guys already know what's going on. So yeah, Melanated is saying what goes down will go up again. And I really, really, really do believe that. So let's get into like some of the news of, what's going on, what's kind of causing these dips here so that everybody can understand, look, these things do impact the crypto market. But you can see here, all right, Uphold to delist major stablecoins, including USDT, which is a big one, all right, DAI, which is another big one, and Frax, which is not quite as big, but it's also very, very big. And I'm very, very bullish on Frax. If you haven't watched some of my videos, I have a lot writing on Frax. Not in our managed vault. We did, but we got out because the momentum was against us, and we had to follow our risk management. But some of the Frax that I have currently right now, I still believe in the project, but it's locked up for like 4 years. So I'm about 2.5 years into it. So I still have a little bit longer to go. But that's okay. Who knows? Maybe right now, Frax, I'm going to show you the chart. It's not looking so hot. But this guy right here on X, Westwood, I would definitely be following this guy if you want to look for some really good yield, and especially if you're on Frax. This guy is constantly on the hunt for the best yield possible. So he's found this one. You can earn extra fees and raw points and Fractal, which these are points basically that will be converted into something of value down the line. I'm going to do a video on points and Fractal here soon. I just got done recording 3 videos in regards to Frax, but Fraxtal has some really, really cool stuff coming up. But look at this, on staked Frax ETH, which is, man, a heck of a pair. You're making 41.5% on raw. CL Frax, which is basically a stable coin. Not basically, it is a stable coin to Frax ETH. You're earning 103%. And then let's see, Axelar USDC to Frax. So on your actual stable coins, you're earning 56.86%. That is killer on just your stable coins. So again, give this guy a follow, Westwood. He's got the alpha constantly. He's in the Telegram, always posting some really, really good stuff. Also, even asking some very, very tough questions to the dev that I really, really like. Now, Kyle Chasse, another somebody that I also follow on X, he says it's never been clearer to see how people are exiting meme coins super fast, which I warned you all about meme coins. All right. Everybody was in meme coins. It's just like NFTs. It's just like, ICOs back in the day. Meme coins were just bound to fail. Everybody went crazy. Meme coins went crazy last year with Pepe. And it was a whole bunch of them, Bonk and all this stuff that came out. But this one, this chart here now is starting to show that the real money is starting to pour into the actual things with use case. So the top narrative right now, blue chip DeFi. So you're talking, Uniswap, Aave, Frax, Convex, Curve. Even though Curve took a huge dump the other day, it just launched. Oh, no, sorry, Convex did. Convex launched, and I actually think Curve is probably going to be launching here soon, but I'm waiting for it to reverse because it is not looking so good here. DeFi 3.0. I mean, I don't even know what that is, but I'm really interested in that. RWAs, and then look, meme coins are all the way down here. Meme coins, look, there's people are going to buy them, but you just can't take it seriously. I got in, unfortunately, I had this guy recommended. I thought we were cool, but he sent me all this great stuff about some meme coin, and I put a little bit of money into it. It wasn't my whole stack, obviously. Very, very little, less than 1%, let's say, of my portfolio. And then tanks by like 90%. And then I can't find the guy on Telegram. And I even met the guy in person and everything. I'm like, come on, man, what's going on here? So lame. But anyways, this is really, really, really helpful. And I actually think that we've got some great stuff coming here in DeFi, which is the serious stuff when it comes to crypto, guys and gals. Meme coins, all that stuff, that's garbage. All right. That's gambling, to be quite honest with you. Now, are there going to be some meme coins that do well? Of course there are. All right. You have the Sheebs, the Doges, the Pepes, the Bretts, the outliers, right? But in terms of actual real use case, like who's using the freaking Sheeb blockchain? You know what I mean? Like who's using Sheeb? Maybe very, very few people to stake it or something like that. I think there's staking involved with it. But anyways, I'm not really looking to gamble my money, and I have to write that every day. All right. I have a journal that I keep where my strategies are working, where I fucked up, where I just went, into a total degen play that I should have known better. But in all honesty, what I would be doing, write your notes down where you fail, where you succeed. All right. And then you have the ability to come back and do that. I've been today mostly been doing more math than anything. I've been writing down in my journal all complex math using ChatGPT. This was another interesting thing that I found. So this guy, Wolf of All Streets, showed that, the fear and greed index is still at 74%. It's at greed, not extreme greed, I guess, but maybe it's just a lagging indicator or something. But I pulled it up on Binance and look at this. It's still 74 greed. Yesterday it was less greedy, but today it was like headed towards, bearish sentiment. But looks like people are still very, very bullish on crypto, and I am as well long term. But I actually think that between you, me, and the wall, there's probably still more pain coming down the line, and I'm going to show you why and what I've been going through with some of our managers in the managed vault. Now, let's kind of get to where some of these cryptos are, and especially FXS. Let's take a look at FXS, because this one, oh man, this one is just hurt. So if you take a look, according to this chart here, all right, which is as far back as it goes as 2022. This is the Binance chart. So this is when it got listed onto Binance. Check this out. We're basically at an all-time low here, based on this chart. Now, I know that in DEXs, okay, FXS has been lower. It's probably been around $1.50 is the lowest I ever saw it, because I did get into the private sale. But look at this. It hit $3.01 today. I thought that there was going to be a floor of at least $4, but then again, that's why I'm not in the trade for FXS. I have some HODL coins because I do believe in the project. And we are bringing on Sam Kazemian on the 27th of June. So if you're interested in watching that, watch out. Again, hit that subscribe and that notification button so that we can let you know once we have that exact time. We do have the date locked in, though, the 27th. So we're really excited about that. But, here's the thing. With all those stable coins getting delisted, this is probably why it has dropped. And it's just had a string of really bad performance over the last year, I want to say. I mean, you can see here from May of 2022, let's say even here, we were at 13, 14 bucks on this wick. And now we're all the way down to $3.27. So that's not so good for the crypto. But then again, let's do just some quick charting. Like, what would it take for me to actually start getting into this crypto? It would have to cross this border of this red line. So at about 505, and this keeps coming down. So this is good because I've gotten out of it. I've taken losses, but I could have taken heavier losses. And then here we're probably looking on the 1 day 427. So my strategy is that I use the 1 day and the 3 day charts, okay, of my momentum to dollar cost average in, okay? And then what I do is I do half and then another half. So that way, if I get blown out of the first position, my losses aren't so great, okay? And I'm going to be using leverage on this, 2 times leverage, but I am watching Frax because I do think it is going to turn around eventually. But I don't have a crystal ball, and nobody on YouTube does either. So don't listen to those fools. You wanna be paying attention to what's actually going on. Now let's take a look at why I'm telling you why I actually think that Bitcoin and ETH are in for more pain. So this is the chart on the weekly, which is what we're eyeing right now in our managed vault, because we want a little bit of a longer time frame, so we don't just be super reactive on cryptos that, have the potential to keep track on course. And we can see here, we've been in trend since October of 2023 in this blue line. So, and now this is, again, the weekly. So it's going to move much slower, much, much slower. But we're going to be making some moves today inside of our managed vault, because I do think that Bitcoin and Ethereum have some more pain to go. Bitcoin more or less 10%, and Ethereum on the weekly here has probably about 12% more to go till it actually drops below the point where we'll probably cash out a big portion of our Bitcoin and Ethereum and be sitting on the sidelines. Okay. Again, we don't buy the dip here. All right. That's a fallacy that I used to believe as well. But what we do here is we follow momentum. Which way is the momentum going? And sometimes it's shitty. All right. Let me show you why. Because sometimes you'll have things where you're moving, especially like this, super sideways. And look at this. It's just really, really confusing when you may get in here and then boom, you get stopped out, and you are taking small losses, but you are participating in risk management. Okay, so here, if we would have gotten in here and gotten out, before the moment, or sorry, once the candle was confirmed, which usually will move much quicker than that, we would have lost 9.9%. All right, and then we would have had more chop here. We could have gotten in all the way here and out all the way here, and that could have been 20%, okay, off of our existing stack that we have there. But that's what I like to call insurance, okay? And insurance is basically, again, your risk management. So you can hodl, or you could ride this thing all the way back down, but then you could have ridden it all the way back up. Now, if you don't have time, maybe you just want to buy some Ethereum, buy some Bitcoin, and just throw it in your wallet and forget about it for 20, 30 years. All right. But for somebody like me who's actually done the math, who's actually back tested this stuff and is now starting to forward test and actively manage, there's just no difference. All right. There's no difference. So this is definitely something that we're looking at. Now, Link has totally broken down. We've been selling out of Link, since probably up here. And now we're really starting to sell out. We're cashing out our final amount of Link because we've broken through on the weekly. And that was our final straw to get out of Link. We didn't have too much in it, but it is, besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, it is definitely one of our top 3, maybe top 4. And so we got that. By the way, there's a little screenshot there at the bottom. If you guys are interested in learning DeFi, if you're interested in understanding these concepts a little bit better, we do have a 7-day free trial. All right. And this is for a limited time only, but you can click on that link there and use that code ARCYT7DT. All right. And you'll get 7 free days of experiencing what it's like to be in our course and our app. We have a beautiful app that we designed, and it's really, really cool. And if you're just tired of bleeding out in the crypto market, or, just following some influencer and getting wrecked, I would highly recommend checking this out to see how we can help you out during these rough times. And these times are rough. I mean, guys, gals, like, look at Chainlink. Now, we've made all sorts of money on Chainlink. So just because we sold out down here doesn't mean we didn't make money in Chainlink, okay? But let's say from this wick here all the way down to here, that's a 43% loss, all right? That could hurt. For most people, they end up buying at the top, okay? We're showing you how to buy at the bottom using momentum, all right? And this is how you can really, really make some money. So you take a look at some of the other ones that we have in the managed vault. This is on the weekly. IMX way down. We sold way out of it, so we've saved ourselves a lot of money. Solana is about to cross on the weekly, but it's just way down on the 3-day and the daily. And I just decided let's pull the ripcord on it, just because I think there's more pain coming down the line. SNX, we pulled the ripcord all the way up here, so we've saved ourselves a lot of heartache. Aave is the same. We've saved a lot of heartache. GRT is the same thing. We're still holding a little bit of GRT because we do have delegators. But at the end of the day, and we earn that money from liquidity pool mining in the managed vault. So Sheeb, way out. Matic, way out. Uniswap is above, but here's the thing about Uniswap. Some people would be like, well, how come you're not in Uniswap? Well, here's the thing. The SEC sent Uniswap a Wells notice, all right? Which means there's a potential more or less of about 66% that they're going to file a lawsuit against Uniswap. And if they file against Uniswap, I mean, you're going to see another candle like this, maybe even more. All right, maybe even more. Look where it wicked all the way down to. And so I don't want to get into this, how they've filed a lawsuit. Uniswap did file for a response to the Wells notice, and the SEC usually responds within like 45 days to 6 months. I know I had to like chat GPT all this stuff and get averages and stuff. My former lawyer self had to come out, but when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'd rather wait 6 months. All right, unless they file a lawsuit, or they file a lawsuit, it dips down, the trend reverses, and then most likely it would reverse back to the upside because it would just be like, FUD. But I think that Uniswap has some really, really good stuff coming up, but I just don't want to take that risk and have to stomach, having that go way, way, way down. So Lido is another one that we're looking at, and Maker is another one that we're looking at. But they're still down here on the weekly, so we're probably not going to be jumping into this anytime soon. One more that I wanted to show you all was Convex. Convex made a huge move yesterday, and it's almost above on the weekly. On the 3-day, it's way up, but we have this huge wick that came all the way up here, and we actually may end up buying some Convex today, just a small amount, because the trend is definitely our friend here. All right, the trend is definitely our friend. So we're gonna be watching this one. We'll probably dollar cost average a little bit into this, and then maybe once we get some confirmation on the weekly, which looks like we're very, very close, then we'll go ahead and throw a bigger stack in there, because now the trend is starting to look more in favor. That doesn't mean that it's going to keep mooning. Doesn't mean that it's going to keep going up. It just means that the trend is now in our favor, and now we're making a better estimation as to when to get in and when to get out, if that makes sense. Now, let's take a look at our managed vault real quick. All in all, we have been hanging in there in regards to what we've been doing, because we have been pulling the plug on a lot of these cryptos that we were invested in: Sheeb, Matic, Uni, all of these ones that were going down. Uniswap actually went up, but Solana, all of these ones, we have been pulling the plug, and it has saved us a lot of money. So, this month we're down 15.9%, but we could have easily been down 30% or even 40% with the amount of altcoins that we were holding at that time. So we were able to really, really manage the risk. Right now, we're sitting in a lot of S-Dive, which we're probably going to be moving here into liquidity pools, because we do have another strategy that we're going to be doing in order to maximize our returns during this time that I think we are going to be dipping. And then we've deleveraged, because again, the momentum is now against us. So we're starting to deleverage here in our managed vault. As I speak, Igor is making these moves right now. He hasn't made them just quite yet. So these are just some of the moves that we're making in our managed vault. Again, this is Web3, so you keep custody of your own money, okay? And we manage it for you. We do it in liquidity pools. We do some hyper compounding loops. We do a lot of risk management. I would say the majority of what we do is risk management. So if you're interested in that, and if you don't have time to be managing your own portfolio, there should be a link down below. Ruben, maybe you can throw that link in for us so that people can go and sign up. We teach you how to use the managed vault. We teach you how to set up your own DeFi stuff and how you can actually do this yourself. So we've got lots and lots of students over the years. We've had over 2,000 students. So if you're interested in learning on how we can manage your portfolio in crypto, this is a really, really cool way. And by the way, not all of your crypto portfolio. We want you to be able and go do some of this yourself, but maybe the stuff that you're more serious about, you might be able to, make the conclusion that you can come here and know that you're going to have things actively managed for you. let's go into frax.finance. So these are some liquidity pools that I'm personally in, okay, in frax.finance. And we're doing really, really good in terms of the APR. The problem is that we've got the price of frax going down. Now, there's some cool things that you can do here in regards to Fraxlend. You can take a look at some borrow APRs here. So right now, I'm actually supplying Frax. Okay, and oh well, this is way down, but I was supplying. This was as high as like 100% in the past days. So right now it's down to like 6.49%, which, is not that great. But you can see here on staked Frax ETH, you're lending your stable coins, you can earn up to 33%. So maybe I'll pull my money here and put it up here just to chase a little yield, but I'll leave it here over the next couple of days. And then if it doesn't get better, I'll probably move it up here. But yeah, this is a place where you can make some really good money during these challenging times if you're just sitting, waiting, holding, okay, and put it into your stablecoin stack so that it's not just sitting there idle. You could be making, all the way up to 100%, like I showed you that Westwood had there on his X. So let's see here. Anyways, guys, gals, that's pretty much all I really have today. Let's see here. A 3-candle, Billy J says a 3-candle confirmation helps along with RSI and VI working the channels for entry and exits. Site training needed. All are available at the ARC to learn. Simply ask the platform how to research. Yeah, Coach Igor, he's been on the channel before. He definitely talks about that for sure. Let's see here. I see this botanical. Hey, Gaven, I'm an AR crypto member. I somehow no longer am able to find my crypto on my Ledger wallet. Is there anyone who can assist me in locating my funds? Yeah, go ahead and tag at Clifford Botanical, and he should be able to check out what's going on and what happened. Hopefully you did not give away your keys. That's something that we definitely teach all the time. Never, ever input your keys other than your ledger. All right. You never put it anywhere else other than your ledger, because there's a lot of scams out there, a lot of scams out there. All right, guys and gals. Well, listen, I think Coach Casey is going to be doing this Thursday. She's got some great stuff for new people. If you have people who are interested in learning about crypto, I would definitely head over there. Send them over on Thursday. It's a free webinar where she's going to be teaching some real basics about the crypto, about DeFi. Okay, so it should be some really, really cool stuff. Oh, by the way, hold on. Look, I see that Botanical is Jordan had responded to you, Botanical, on the member site last night. So anyways, a couple of things that we do have coming up though, guys and gals, is we have, again, Sam Kazemian on the 27th, and then we're working on getting some guys from one of the top self-directed 401k and IRA providers in the world, meaning you'll get custody of all that money and you'll be able to put it into things like DeFi, into things like the Managed Vault. So there's some really, really interesting stuff coming up that I am really looking forward to helping you all explore and not be in some of that real boring garbage stuff called the stock market, or, all these weird funds that they have you in losing money compared to inflation. So let's get you all in. Let's get you all rocking and rolling, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, everybody. Cheers.